think we're rocking and rolling. Um, Starting off with part 11 of Policenauts. We're getting towards the end here. I think it's like a 12, 13-hour game. And last time we basically were convinced that we had found out this pharmaceutical place was growing poppy, which is used for the drug narc. You know, they were basically mass distributing like a street drug through this pharmaceutical, I don't know, factory, lab, building. We basically broke in there into the pharmaceutical place and saw all that. Of course, you know, didn't take photos or anything, but yeah, so when we come back with a warrant and go in there with the whole police force, it's different flowers. The pills aren't the same ones that we saw when we were there 4 hours prior. The main character gets implicated in killing his ex-wife's new husband, which he was there to investigate the disappearance of the guy. I don't know, so it's kind of like a Shutter Island thing where they like set him up where it would make sense. You know, it appears that somebody, you know, actually killed the guy. The time of death and everything matches when we were there 4 hours prior before coming back with the warrants. So it's very much like a Shutter Island-y kind of twist, it feels like. But yeah, with that said, let's jump into part 11. We had just done the progress save thing. And it looks like we're being, you know, we had basically just gotten arrested before. You haven't changed a bit. I didn't come here to try to hurt you. I have a real bad feeling. Feels like just the other day. What is this? I've enjoyed this, Jonathan. Move and I promise I won't miss. A photo of your victims? Whoa. Jonathan. You awake? Karen. Where am I? My house. How do you feel? You were out of it for a good 12 hours. What happened? What time is it? Hey, my watch is gone. Yeah, your wristwatch? I took it off. The squid cuffs must have damaged it. Broken, huh? So how'd I get here? I remember now. Sadoki and Gates set me up, had me arrested. Right, BCP was about to extradite you to home. So what happened? Ed and the guys at BBC and I busted you out. We made it look like our van got into an accident with yours. You what? This is weird. Okay. Mission accomplished. Huh. Like how it's like his letter jersey from high school that he wears, but it's got the Policenauts on it. You're a celebrity here all over again. All they're talking about on the TV is you. 30 years of jealousy and so on. You're a wanted man. Why do you guys help me? We're sick and tired of everything Takigawa are doing. We've been on to them for years now. It seemed like the perfect chance to blow things wide open. Some of the guys ended up in the hospital, but they'll be okay. At least they don't control you guys. Huh. Yeah, you've got us on your side. Huh. Oops, easy. You okay? Take it easy till we hear from Ed. Guess I'm grabbing my watch. There's your watch, look at it. It's dead. Well, it's over 80 years old and really beat the hell out of the thing sometimes, too. Could it be fixed? Wouldn't be easy, something this ancient. Can I ask one of the techs at the station? Now I'm done reliving the past. Now I can finally let Lorraine go. I see. Your mother was surprised. I still had it. Too bad it can't be fixed. If even one of its parts is disturbed, the entire system collapses. Balance is crucial. If we started moving in the wrong direction, Beyond would lose its balance too. That's a coral fragment. That coral reef at AMM is something else. Do you know how the shrimp survive in here? They're protected by the biosphere's order, I guess. No, it's more than that. How do they survive then? They support each other. That's why there has to be two, isn't it? Right. It's the most important element of any biosphere. Love. Very interesting. Let's talk to her. What's up? Open up. Let's ask. What about you and work? Andy, our news director, he's taking care of things for us. He said we should just stay put for now. Keeping an eye on you here while my evil twin tells the world you're a psycho. Is he a boyfriend? Long time ago, maybe. We're not seeing each other anymore. We're using an AI in place of me, so we should be okay. Only Andy and a small number of people at the station know about it. An AI? Yeah, why don't you turn on the TV and see for yourself? It's all live, it's not a recording. How are you holding up? Not very well. They're suppressing the disease with drugs for now. I can't die yet. Not until I know the truth and put everything behind me. Are you in any pain? No, but I'm scared. I don't want to die alone. Have they still not found a donor? No, they say there might not be anyone for me on Beyond. Okay. Looks like Dad got me moved up. I'm so grateful for everything he's done. We're the only station that still talks about Beyond's drug problem to any degree. Takigawa control the media too, do they? Most places, but not everyone and not us. We can't just not cover a story like this, though. Looks like people are buying what they're saying about you. If we can just find some evidence, we should be able to clear your name. Yeah. We need to prove you're innocent and that BCP's lying. Question is how. Well, let's open up. Your father, I'm so sorry. I was prepared for the worst, but it's just terrible what happened to him. I guess I really am all alone now. Neither of them is ever coming back. To tell me the truth, how is my father involved in all this? Father was forced to develop devious products for concealing illegal drugs. I see, I figured it was something like that. Just another victim of Takigawa. You probably started selling narc with Ashita to scrape together money for your transplant. And then Dad was silenced just like Ashita. Your father, your mother, Ashita, they were all killed to keep the truth behind narc a secret. Tagawa and Gates have been working together for goodness knows how long. Your father, your mother, killed to keep the truth behind narc a secret. Yeah. Okay. Counting me and your mother didn't split up because we stopped loving each other. I just want you to know that. Your mother was always against me being a cop. I worked the hours all the time alone worrying when her, even if I'd come home. She eventually had a breakdown and tried to commit suicide twice. Okay. Like the title says, you know, I applied for Policenauts. Never thought for a second I'd get picked. Things were great for years. It was like a dream. Then came Mars. She waited for me. But when I got back, it was obvious things were over. Why do you accept the Mars mission? I guess part of me wanted to get away from her. She was starting to suffocate me. It was a terrible thing you did. Today I found out when I was leaving for Beyond, she left me. I'll never forget hearing her say goodbye. I can understand why she did what she did. Yeah. My EMPS accident happened while we were separated. We never saw each other again until she came to my office that day. The time we spent together wasn't always the best. Alright, show. Yeah, I don't understand who these people were. That's what it's like at that age. You've been through a lot. You shouldn't exert yourself right now. I don't know if you want to sit down for this. They're going to be making up outlandish lies about me. BBC. Karen Hojo. Hello and welcome to News Order. Repeating our top story, early this morning, BBC News van collided with the police van transporting suspected serial killer Jonathan Ingram to the spaceport for extradition to home. Ingram subsequently escaped and is currently on the run. Several officers and BBC employees suffered minor injuries, while all roads to the spaceport remain closed. Furthermore, BCP officer Ed Brown, a person of interest in the case, is also the subject of a police manhunt. Reports suggest Ingram has fled to the industrial district. Checkpoints have been set up at all roads in and around the district. Ingram should be considered armed and dangerous. Ooh. Police are asking those in nearby areas to exercise caution. They're also requesting the public's cooperation at checkpoints. You may remember Ingram from his work as one of the Policenauts, the forerunners to BCP. Recent events have shocked former colleagues. Earlier, BCP Chief Gates Becker shared some personal feelings at a press conference. I've known Jonathan a long time, since we were Policenauts. This whole thing is such a tragedy. To think he could be driven to such lengths. I wish I could have helped him somehow. Feel it's my duty as a fellow policenaut to bring him to justice. His condition is real cause for concern. The man's a serious narc user. Probably isn't in control of all of his faculties. Wow. Chief Becker there with the BCP. It's Karen Hojo reporting. Gates, damn you and all your lies. Yeah, what a jerk. Yeah, another composite. Me, my voice, the set, all fake. Gives me an alibi as well. It's me, but it isn't me. I doubt anyone will notice. The story's a pile of garbage anyway. It's the latest in-home entertainment systems. It's not really my kind of thing. I didn't see any listening devices. You could try listening to some music to help you relax. Let's go with this one. Alright. Not bad. Are these based off of like real songs? I assume they are. But are they not? Because that wouldn't make sense. Would that be a copyright? Although I guess this is a ripoff of whatever the movie is with Danny Glover and like Mel Gibson or something. So I guess because this was only localized in Japan, I think that was like maybe a way to avoid like lawsuits like that. Because I can't imagine they'd have like whoever did the music for this game come up with, what is this, probably like 30 different Alright. Enough of that. Where do you think you can go? Every cop on Beyond is looking for you. You've been through a lot. You shouldn't exert yourself right now. Try to relax, Jonathan, please. Well, what else can I do? Sure, I did that. Oh, your feelings. Ooh. Karen, I'm sorry for what I did to your family. I've gotten you into this too. No, Jonathan. Since I met you, I've realized I had the wrong ideas about Mom, about you. Looking at your watch, it hit me that maybe it is possible to connect with someone regardless of place or time. Now I know how Mom felt. Ooh, okay, weird. Kept me falling for the same man. Oh boy. Weird. Karen. Yeah, what the heck? It's true. But Karen, I was your mother's, Enough about my mother. Look at me, Jonathan. For who I am, not as her. Oh boy. She loves me. This is weird. Uh-oh. Oh boy. This is very awkward. So why would he say I love you too? They don't even know each other. Oh, hi, Ed. Why would she answer if she's supposed to have just been on the news? It's not really Ed, is it? Hey, man. Maybe. Okay. For once, you could not have timed that better. What happened? A little awkward moment. A little? What's it like being famous again? Reminds me of better times. Glad to hear it's not all bad. So where are you at? Public terminal near the station. I'm on a line running through BBC's private exchange. Even you know who can't listen in. Things are totally crazy. Got eyes all over me. Ariel's doing things instead. Learn anything? Yeah, quite a lot. Let's keep this short. Where do you want to start? Narc sales. It appears Hojo was supplying Narc to Ishida to sell at BCCH, just like we thought. Numerous large deposits were recently made into a joint bank account of theirs. They probably located buyers from lists Takigawa had. Takigawa wanted rid of them after he found out about it. Bet you Hojo tried to use that CD to blackmail Takigawa. Hojo's motive? Why'd Hojo start doing something like that? Most likely to get money for Karen's tramp. Yeah, okay. There are also levels of priority on the waiting list. Karen's level was upgraded last month. He must have handed out some bribes. Can't see someone like Hojo getting involved in something like that just for money. Well, Karen's an only child. She doesn't have any siblings. It's not easy finding a bone marrow donor for someone in that situation. Duh. But if it was just for money, that is pretty thin. Yeah, I don't think it was just money. So what about his accomplice? What about Ishida's motive? His is clear-cut money and a grudge against Takigawa. He wasn't very impressed with the way he'd been treated. Despite their differences, they were both after money. It's the perfect opportunity for both of them, though it doesn't seem like they were very close. Okay. She'd have been caught embezzling money from the company a number of times. That's apparently why he was transferred to BCCH in the first place. That's my stab at Ishida's motive. He didn't have a serious rap sheet, but the guy wasn't a Boy Scout either. What happened to all the poppies and capsules at the factory? We hacked the records of Takigawa's... Okay, if you guys hacked it now, why didn't you hack it before? Takigawa's shipping company. Not long after we left, a convoy of 20 trucks was sent over to Takigawa Pharmaceuticals. They just moved the operation somewhere else. I've cleaned out every last piece of evidence. Capsules were sold to users directly through BCCH's pharmacy. 70% of the outpatients bought from the pharmacy over the last several months have records for possession. As you'd expect, they didn't keep records of the transactions at the pharmacy. Users would pay by wiring money to a bank account Hojo and Ishida had prepared under false names. No one at the hospital would suspect anything, and they could do it all themselves. Fortunately, we can't find any capsules anywhere. I doubt we'd find anything at the homes of buyers at this point either. Damn, it'll be hard proving anything without any capsules or copies. These guys ain't stupid. They've taken care of everything. How much of AP does Takegawa control? Gates and Takegawa have been in it together from the beginning. They must control virtually everyone in AP, not to mention Redwood. I got the results from that blood analysis, by the way. What about BCP? To be honest, we don't know how far they've infiltrated the place. Don't expect anyone there to help us. Everyone we talk to is scared shitless. This is Tokugawa we're dealing with. Count on anyone outside of BCP for help either. People don't fight Takegawa here. He's totally above the law. We can't really count. Okay. So, what about that white blood? Victor left the results before he took off. Like we thought, it's the same blood APs use. Currently 3 types of artificial blood. Hold on, you wrote everything down. There's first generation artificial blood made with perfluorocarbons developed last century. Then there's the second generation artificial hemoglobin made with genetically modified human hemoglobin. Finally, there's third generation artificial blood with 100% synthetic blood cells developed by this century. Or developed this century. The only one with white red blood cells is first generation. It's currently prohibited for use by the general public. Okay. The only guys who have it are either military or AP, since it allows for quick and easy transfusions. So whose is it? Fortunately, this type doesn't have subtypes in order to prevent rejection reactions. Therefore, we can't say it's Redwood's. But we do know it's the same stuff he's using. Victor never got around to checking the dialyzer data, but it was full of narc. Whoever he is, he's a real fan of this stuff. The reason he kept going like that comes from the analgesic effects of the drug. How was Redwood not injured after all that? He was hospitalized under a false name. The story about him having gone to pick up new EMPS chips was bullshit. Probably hasn't fully recovered in such a short amount of time. Any idea what happened to Dave? Meryl looked into it, like she was saying. She found Dave's blood all over Redwood's Goddard. They had to have carried Dave's body away in his EMPS. Where do you think they took him? No idea. He's definitely not around BCP. The real question is, why would they want to hide his body? Where do you think they took him? Yeah, okay. You think I'm safe here? Have they caught on to what's going on? Probably if things went too well. They could always be planning to get rid of you some other way. One that doesn't draw any suspicion toward them. Wonder if me and Karen are safe here. Well, both BBC and Karen could potentially be working with them. It's ridiculous. Wonder if me and Karen are safe here. Okay. If this is part of the trap, why are they being so indirect? You're a terrestrial, meaning your trial would take place on home. You're not a beyond, so you couldn't be tried here. They use that lie detector that analyzes a person's P300 brainwaves in trials on home. They're probably afraid you'd expose everything. They want to eliminate you before you make it back to home. If that means they have to be indirect, then that's what they'll do, I suppose. Any bright ideas? Things don't look good. Got physical evidence, circumstantial evidence, and witnesses. True. They put together a convincing VRE too. Added together footage of you with footage of Hojo. It was nice knowing you, pal. You still got one thing going for you. Hojo's body. Bodies don't lie, Jonathan, no matter what you try to cook up. That's the thing. Like with Ishida, BCP didn't do the autopsy. He was sent to BCCH too. Popular place. Victor said something about Hojo's body bugged him. His body's at BCCH. Something bugged him. There are in fact vital reactions on his body, and he did seemingly die 4 hours beforehand. But Victor said the pieces don't add up. In what way? Like with Ishida, there were no defense wounds that would point to murder. That was a gunshot. What's more, it doesn't look like the bullets killed him. Victor said something else did. There is one thing that goes against the time of death. Normally after 4 hours, rigor mortis has already started, but Hojo is totally loose. Now Victor only saw the VRE of, but he said it appeared as if Hojo was already dead when he was shot. Already dead. Brain dead, as in he'd been given drugs to keep his body alive as biomort. As a biomort. Which would mean Hojo's been dead since who knows when? Yep, and they brought him out to set you up. Yeah, where's Victor? Said he was going to BCCH to examine Hojo's body, but he hasn't come back. Oh boy. There's been no word. He's got to be in trouble. Phew, damn it, Victor. Everything points to BCCH. Hojo should be in the morgue there. Worried about Victor, too. They're using me to get to you. You know how this works. You go check out BCCH. We'll keep him busy on our end. Gotcha, thanks. Okay. This took way too long. Oh, sorry. It's made a piece of shit up. I gotta go. It was in the van. I gave it to Karen. Later. Oh shit. You got your gun right here. You're a fool, Jonathan. It's over. Put the phone down slowly. Alright. You're serious. And don't try me, I know how to use a gun. So what now? Step toward. Why would you give me a kiss? Well, did I get you? Oh shit. Did you ever? Your weapon, sir. You're going to BCCH, are you? Karen. I have to know how my father really died. Don't know how long I've got left. I don't want to waste the time I have. He just keeps saying it. I want to be with you. For Mom. Weird. Okay, weird. Plus I know my way around there. And there's several times a week. Well. What about you? I thought you're not well. Come on, we'd be going to a hospital. Right, Jonathan? Can't argue with that. Alright. You can tag along. You're the boss, Mr. Detective. Save. Act 4, Oregon. Okie dokie. Ah, night. I don't see anyone. This never gets easier, especially at night. Maybe a little wuss. Nah, I just don't like the places. Wouldn't believe the things they did to us when we applied for Policenauts. Ever since then, it had to be special to go to space in those days. You don't mind them? I can't die. I won't die. That gives me the courage. Sorry. Let's go. Think the door is gonna be open? Security here does seem pretty light. I wonder, let's go check. Why would it be open at this time of night? It's alright, the emergency room entrance is always open. I see you really do know your way around this place. What would you do without me? Oh, is that? Okay, here we go. Alright, Karen, lead the way. But it's the same lobby that we get to. Isn't this the same? So where's the morgue? I remember hearing it being in the basement. The morgue's this way. Follow me. Watch your step. Don't worry, just stick to me, okay? We're inside the morgue. Where are the lights in this place? Must be a switch somewhere. Yeah, I'll feel around. I think I found a panel with some switches. Oof. Touch sensor. Panel it up, we can see a little better now. Okay, let's see. Which one could it be? Well, we don't know what they're for. Okay, let's start with this one. What's that sound? Maybe the air. Starting to get cold. Come on, Jonathan, focus. Let's see what this one does. It's a PA system. We better turn it on. You feeling alright, Jonathan? I'll try this one next. Whoa! Easy, Karen. What do you think we'd find here? I have no stomach for this. Ugh. These are dummies, look. Hey, you're right. They're fake. Like the ones they use in movies. I saw some at the studio. What the hell's going on in this hospital? Let's look for your dad. And this one's a dummy too. What about the other ones? Same deal. Guess they're all fake, every one of them. No real bodies in the biggest hospital on the colony. And isn't this where most autopsies are done? Plus, why the need to cover it up with these dummies? My father's body isn't here, is it? Storage container, I wonder what it's for. Let's see what they've got in here. Organs. Looks like it. Gross. It's a kidney. What? Oh, this is one of Dave's kidneys. Who's Dave? One of Ed's guys at BCP. His body's gone missing. What's Dave's kidney doing here? It's a picture of Dave. Kidneys time removal and donor compatibility data are written here. Creepy. The kidneys time removal. Okay. One of the kidney areas has been highlighted in red. This is a diagram of the organs that have been removed. Any red dots represent the ones they've taken out. Jesus. So who does this belong to? Oh, is that Hojo? Oh, Ishida, sorry. He worked here. His donor data's written on here. Okay, looks like they've taken a couple things out of him. What's the dust? It's very fine. It's lunar regolith, I'm sure of it. Why would there be regolith in this storage closet? Special storage container. Long periods of time after their removal. What are these people's organs doing here? The answer has to be here somewhere. Let's keep looking. Look inside. Creepy. Wonder what's inside. Victor. Is he dead? Look at his skin, he's probably a biomort. I don't know what a biomort is. Not much difference. You can tell? Victor said your dad's body looked the same. Got him hooked up to an artificial respirator, too. Who would do such a thing? Takigawa. Victor must have learned something. Something that couldn't get out. First Dave, now Victor. Damn you, Takigawa. It's a terminal for managing the bodies. Look, it's got a list of all the bodies that have been through here. This type of terminal is automated by 3D data codes. Let's see. There are 5 bodies sent to a number 7 factory on the moon today. Just missed them. They left here 5 hours ago. Where is this number 7 factory? Hold on, I'll check. Near Imbrium, Plato, Crater, Takigawa Moon Plant. Why are bodies from beyond being sent to Takigawa's moon plant? Plato. That's it. The Plato your father was talking about before he disappeared wasn't Pluto. It was the Plato crater. Is my father's body sent there too? His name's on here. He was sent there today. What about Victor? I don't see him here. I'm guessing he'll be on the next flight. I'll have to go to the moon to get my father's body back, won't we? Yeah, all these are dummies. I heard a noise. Who's there? Jonathan, don't shoot, it's me, Ed. Holy crap. Ed, you gave me a heart attack. Whoa. Sorry, I don't know my way around here either. You weren't following? No, I got Meryl going around as me. Better be careful herself. What's the story? Where's Hojo? There are no bodies here. Hojo's included. All I've got are these dummies. The real ones are sent to Takigawa's moon plant. The moon plant? Why? Victor's over there. We're too late. No, Victor. It's not a biomort too, is he? Would seem so. I've got one of Dave's kidneys in that container too. Sent here from the moon. I've already cut him apart. We don't want to lose Hojo too. That body's our only evidence. Oh, sorry, Karen. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Moon's a long way. I could use my press credentials. That'd attract too much attention. I'm wanted, remember? I'll handle it. Now this tour we should be able to get on. Karen, you stay here and put out some fake stories about us. The moon's still a dangerous place. Have Meryl keep. We're counting on you. Make it look like we're still hiding out here. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll have a talk with our CG team. Should be able to fool them for a little while. Something tells me there's much more to this than Narc. You talking about what Ishida was getting at? What about Victor? Are we just gonna leave him here? I'd like to give him a proper burial, but what can we do? Sorry, Victor. You're a good man, Doctor. Excuse me. Well, the moon it is. Okay, so we're just going to the moon all of a sudden? Do you want to save? Yeah. A lot of asking for saves at this point. Overwrite. Act 5 Lunar. Takagawa Moon Plant, in accordance with 1979 Moon Treaty, which declares that lunar resources belong to all mankind. Here at the Takagawa Moon Plant, we mine, process, and supply lunar minerals to Earth and colonies. I'm sure you realize your investment in Takagawa is an investment in the future of mankind. Lucian of Samosata wrote Lunar Travel and True History and Now. That wasn't too hard. Leave it to you to find a shareholders tour. We just better not tip off our host. And we'll be fine in these things. Takes me back wearing one of these. I better keep our faceplate dark. Turn on your voice scrambler too. Yeah, she'd have the right idea. Can't believe you still have that thing in your mouth. I was just thinking that. Can't relax without it. So you're gonna depend on that the rest of your life? Ed. Whatever, let's listen in. I wish I could show you guys around in something more comfortable. But this place ain't exactly one of them space hotels. Plant's air pressure is set at 1 atmosphere, but as a precaution, please remain in your suits at all time. Anyway, why don't I shut my trap and open the floor to any questions? We have a view of much of the facility from here. Your visor's eye tracking devices are linked to my HUD, so all you gotta do is look. Well, fire away, guys. There's Salvatore. We can't let him catch us. Let's stay toward the back. Can't believe they're listening to this crap. There'll be any cute girls, just a bunch of old dicks, no doubt. These are the solar parabolic mirrors for generating electricity. Provide a good chunk of the energy we use here. The moon takes about 27 days to orbit the Earth, so they operate for the 14 or so days of sunlight here, changing their angles according to the position of the sun. Neat. Presently not using that factory for manufacturing purposes. Aha. That's the mass driver, a giant catapult driven by a linear motor. Put it simply, it launches payloads towards L2 at speeds of over 2.4 kilometers per second. That object that looks like a track is an acceleration rail. That launches linear motor cars, also called buckets. The rail is almost 7 kilometers long. So, is that to say the bodies are stored in that place? There's nothing of interest there. Okay, so it's of extreme interest. It doesn't use any liquid hydrogen or liquid oxygen for fuel, so it's more economical than rocket-based transportation. The materials are caught by a mass catcher at L2. Synchronization of the moon's sidereal rotation and revolution periods means that Earth is always visible from here. Being able to see Earth or home is often called as a comfort for those who work on the moon. That tank is used for storing substances such as liquid hydrogen and liquid nitrogen. I may take any questions on areas besides the plant's facilities too. Excuse me, can I ask a question? Yes, you back there. Nice to see someone finally has a question. Go ahead and ask. In the interest of safety, please do not go near any other restricted areas. The number 7 factory is particularly dangerous due to the contaminated materials stored inside. Can indeed avoid direct sunlight here because the plant is located at the bottom of a crater. However, should you find yourself elsewhere during the solar maximum, please be sure to avoid any direct sunlight. There is a real danger of high-level radiation exposure. What do you do at the number 7 factory? It isn't mentioned in the brochure. The number 7 factory? You mean the factory you were looking at a moment ago? We used to use it for storing minerals and other materials. All the minerals in this section have been depleted, including the helium-3. We got ourselves an expert. That was before. We use it solely for dumping radioactive waste now. Only factories 1 through 6 are currently operational. By the way, I noticed your voice output's a little off. You should get someone to look at it later. Employees we have working here include computer engineers, geologists, astronomers, physicists, biologists, chemists, space medical scientists, doctors, architects, and security officers such as myself. All employees of the Takagawa Group, roger that. Total of 7, okay. Numerous minerals found in abundance on the moon, such as ilmenite, for example. We mine and process these, and what we don't use here is exported to Earth and space colonies such as beyond. Nearly all the materials used to construct the planet have come from lunar resources. After processing, the minerals are exported via the mass driver you were looking at. The planet is powered by solar energy as well as helium-3 nuclear fusion. We gather solar energy through the parabolic mirrors you were looking at. Helium-3 is almost non-existent on Earth, but is found in relatively large quantities here on the Moon. We're able to produce 1 kilo of helium-3 from 100,000 tons of lunar regolith. Okay. Takagawa moon planet is located on the near side of the Moon in the Plato crater, which is itself situated on the northern shore of the Mare Imbrium, the Moon's second largest mare. Mare Imbrium means Sea of the Rains, or Sea of Rains. The Plato crater is approximately 100 kilometers in diameter, with its smooth floor widely known as one of the darkest places on the Moon. Interesting. Okay. Guess that covers all that. Moon's radius is 1738 kilometers, or 1/4 of Earth's average distance from Earth is 385,000 kilometers, orbits at a speed of just over 1 kilometer per second. Development. 70 years since the first Apollo landed, and over 30 years since man returned to the Moon and completed the first manned moon base located in Oceanus Procellarum, or Ocean of Storms. Going by the 5-stage plan for lunar development proposed by German space engineer Dr. Kraft Erich, we have finally arrived at the 4th stage as we attempt to expand manufacturing capabilities and improve the living environments on the Moon. Okay. Spacesuits you're all wearing are semi-hard, extra vehicular mobility units, or EMUs, made from materials such as aluminum alloys and stainless steel. The composition allows the suit's internal pressure to be set at 0.7 bar, thus reducing the depressurization time on spaceships and space bases. Okay. Even with this level of protection, shutters are automatically lowered during periods of intense solar flares. This glass can't be broken with your... It isn't like what you see in them old sci-fi movies. Huh. Well, I think we're hitting about an hour here, so... I mean, I asked him most everything. Maybe that. Okay, so it's not picking that up. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. That is part 11 of Policenauts. So we miraculously escaped with the help of Ed and friends from being locked up in the slammer and most likely killed. You think they would have killed me while I was in that vehicle, though, with how methodical they appear to be throughout this story. But yeah, I guess Ed and friends knocked out the vehicle that I was in, pulled me out of there, saved me, and now we're at the moon investigating where all these dead bodies are going after the organs are harvested. This is getting pretty creepy. I knew it was going to be detective-y and dystopian-y, but I didn't know how, quite what direction, you know, it was going to do that by. And it's Kojima, I guess, right? I also like how the face, for some reason, maybe it's just me, but this face in here reminds me of like the Doom guy, you know, like on a really bad old computer, like kind of leering, looking both ways. So, oh wait, let me show you. Sorry, I forgot I went to between games, but yeah, right here, this guy that we're talking to, giving the tour, he definitely kind of looks a little bit like the Doom guy. So, any case, let me save at this spot.